some tweets. Hey everybody, I'm just doing some tweets. Give me a few seconds, and I'm posting in Discord. But hello, I'll be with y'all in a second. Hey, there's my friend Devin. Hello. Just check the audio, see how my levels are. Alright. Ooh, why is everything just slow? Is that my computer? Yeah, must be. I don't know. Everything's just low. Test. Alright, we'll go with this. Alrighty. Actually, you know, it sounds like my mic is crispy. It is. Wait, hold on. Let me turn this up. Test. Yeah, it sounds like my mic's a little crispy. Let me turn the music back up. YouTube is not receiving enough data to mainstream. YouTube. Oh, it's my computer, actually. Let me give it a few more resources here. YouTube. It's definitely not YouTube, it's my computer. I should have used the nicer computer, but I didn't want to turn it on, even though I should have. Let me just drop down this bitrate a little bit. I can't really change anything else while I'm streaming, so that kind of sucks. Well, hopefully that helps YouTube out, lowering that bitrate a little bit more, but it probably won't. That's a good question. That is a very good question, and while I'm setting everything up and making sure YouTube has enough stream data for us to smoothly watch this, what I mean by it's almost time to say goodbye is it's almost time for me to stop working on ScummJS. It's come to a point where, you know, I've learned what I could and done everything that I could. I think YouTube's keeping up. That's good. Anyways, it's time for me to discontinue the project and put it out into the public, to see if anybody else wants to take a crack at fixing it. Fixing it. I do mean the words fixing it, because it is really buggy and really broken. So that's what I mean by it's almost time to say goodbye to ScummJS. Me personally, it's almost time to say goodbye to ScummJS. Last ScummJS live stream we did, I talked about how I started doing more in Unity, and I'm going to be streaming that soon. So hopefully that answers the question there. That's why it's almost time to say goodbye to ScummJS. But before we do, I do have a few more live streams with ScummJS, and this is one of them, but it's not a programming one or anything like that. It's going to just be a look back at everything that we've well, that I've shown to everyone, that we've seen so far. It's going to be a look back of everything that has changed and the progression of it, and I'm gonna do it all here with you guys today. So let's turn down the music and get right into it, shall we? Alright, there's the play button. We're starting off with the original ScummJS demo. This tech demo was built off of a tech demo I was trying to do in Flash. Oh, Flash was... I wanted to do an ActionScript 3 because I knew Flash was dying, but I thought ActionScript 3 had a lot more life in it. Boy, did it not. It really, really didn't. I wanted to do an ActionScript 3 because I knew Flash was dying, but I thought ActionScript 3... Just checking the stream here. And while I'm talking, I'll put some music on. Okay, so where'd I leave off? Yeah, so talking about the original tech demo made in Adobe Flash. Boy, that was something else, I tell ya. And I don't know what I was trying to achieve with that project because all the code that I was writing was so disgusting. And the very first version of ScummJS was very disgusting too. I didn't know what my goal was with what I was writing. And I eventually found that goal in ScummJS, and you can see it more clearly when we press the play button. So I don't have the Flash version on me at the moment, so I can't show you that, but maybe sometime in the future I can. Actually, there's a video of it up on my YouTube channel that includes the Flash one. But without any more hesitation, let's take a look down memory lane and see where we are and talk about it. This is the Joins the Circus tech demo.
This is just a demo. Let's go!
And putt-putt's right. It is just a demo, but it turned into something a lot more when I started to figure out what ScummJS was and what I thought it was meant to be. So you'll actually hear putt-putt talking about the circus because this is basically the circus demo, which eventually it might actually be, and putt-putt won't say that this is just a demo.
It says, BJ Sweeney's Big Top Circus, coming to Apple Valley. That's where we're going, Pep.
So we have sprites, using sprite sheets. You know what? Something that's still left over from the original tech demo, the Flash tech demo, is this debug room, actually. The only thing that works in it is the sun costume. Everything else is just off. There used to be a top hat here. In the Flash version, this dispenser did something. It never did anything in the ScummJS version because I wasn't comfortable with doing sprite sheets yet, and I had to learn more about them. And just when I actually learnt how to do more of them, I started adding sprite sheets for the radio,
with Carchat Radio. It's time to help putt-putt save the circus. But before we do so, we have to note that this demo was made for educational purposes only.
I just started adding sprite sheets for things that are a little bit more polished than this room, because this room is clearly not polished. Oh my god, the JavaScript died. There's no so look here, if we give an actor to the room, you saw it talk for a second there before it was removed. There we go. So this debug room still exists. Don't know if it will when I release this to the public yet.
It says BJ Sweeney's Big Top Circus, coming to Apple Valley.
That's where we're going, Pep. You know what? Putt-putt's not going to say his line because we already exited the room. Bummer. Let's just go to the next room then.
Hey, it's a goat. He sure is cute. It says Apple Valley, 157 miles.
The original room code for this room is disgusting too, and when I did the actors in costume overhaul, I actually made this look a lot nicer, and frankly, this room just behaves a lot nicer.
It says Apple Valley,
and something as simple
157
as
miles.
changing Putt-Putt's head just behaves a lot better and much more simpler now, compared to the very first version of ScummJS. So that's something crazy to think about. Honestly, that really crazy. Open something up in my browser though.
It says BJ Sweeney's Big Top Circus coming to Apple Valley.
Let's get some lip
That's my gas
sync.
gauge. That's my gas gauge. That's my gas gauge.
And that's something that was introduced.
Hey, this
Oh.
is fun.
Right. That's something that was introduced very early on in ScummJS because it was one of the last things I tried to do in the Flash version was lip sync. And oddly enough, Flash just wouldn't get the timestamp of the audio quick enough, which at least that's what I thought it was. There could be something else wrong with the code, but it just wouldn't get the timestamp fast enough. But using Create.js and Sound.js, it was able to get the timestamp fast enough to actually do lip syncing.
This is just a demo.
Comparing this lip syncing code, guess there was no audio.
Hi, I'm putt-putt. This is just
This
a
is
demo.
a slightly different version than the local version, so
Hi,
I did forget a few
This
things.
is just a demo.
So I was talking about lip syncing. Lost my track.
That's my gas gauge.
Yeah, anyways, so if you looked at... I figured out where it was. So, if you look at the, Oh, my computer froze. I shouldn't have done this on this computer. I'm using up too many resources. Hold on. Let me see if I can get OBS back to, Yeah, I can. Okay, so... Yeah, I can. Okay. Anyways, so my computer froze. Oh, no it didn't. My mouse just died. Doy. Come on, you got a little bit extra life in you. Come on, mouse. Alright, let's see how much longer we can get on this, because I don't have a battery with me at the moment. So, let's just see how much more life we get of this battery here. And also... let me unhide my audio here quickly. Because... this stereo mix isn't working nicely. And I don't know why. I think there's echo when I was listening to it on... stereo mix isn't working nicely. And I don't know why. I think there's echo... Well, if there was, it shouldn't be anymore. Anyways, so after that disturbance, my computer did not freeze. My mouse died. Anyways, we were talking about lip syncing. So yeah, if you looked at the lip syncing code in ScummJS compared to the whatever project I was doing in Adobe Flash, the code is virtually the same. So, again, could be something wrong with my code, but I theorize that Adobe Flash just wasn't keeping up with the position of the song, so SoundJS was able to.
Maybe I should have brought along a map. This can't be
without
the way to the
much
circus.
change to the code,
Maybe I should have brought
it
along a
worked
map.
just
This can't
porting
be the
it
way to
over.
the circus.
It's another reason why I like Create.js. The language is a lot like
sure
Adobe
this is the right way to Apple
ActionScript
Valley.
and Adobe Flash.
Maybe
so
I should have brought along a map. This can't
kinda
be
why
the way
we
to
did
the
it.
circus. It's a dead-end road. Maybe I should have brought along a map. This can't be the way to the circus. It's a dead-end road.
Sorry, I was typing in chat, so that's why the window froze. I'm gonna give it a second to update here. There you go. Okay. I was watching on YouTube too to see it update. Anyways, so to answer your question, I do have a putt-putt toy from Blue Box. I don't know if it's the one you're looking for, but I think it was just putt-putt himself. I think they made a putt-putt enters the race version. I don't believe it's that one. But I bought it from a Humongous team member a while back ago. So, yeah, I do have one. Probably not the one you're looking for if it's rare. Because this one was produced a lot. So, yeah. Anyways, back to the demo.
Maybe I should have brought along a map. This can't be the way to the circus. It's a dead-end road. I wonder if the goat would like this bunch of flowers. Got it. I think I'll hang on to this.
This room is virtually the same, too, as the original tests, other than just changing some audio dialogue there.
I don't think that will work. That won't do me any good there. I don't think that will work.
We can even go back up this way. And using an
I
item
don't think that will work. I can't use that there.
Click points.
That won't do me any good there. I don't think that will work. I don't think that will work. I can't use that.
Using an item incorrectly in places. And debug mode isn't on. I was gonna add an item to the inventory. So, actually we'll skip that quickly because that sounds, it goes on way too quickly and gets annoying. There is another 2 secrets to this demo. I'm gonna show you one, not tell you how to activate it. You can figure it out. Actually, maybe I have told you how to activate it in a past live stream. Well, I'm not gonna tell you now because you get to figure it out when you play the demo yourself. And the other one, I never showed how to do it, but I'm going to show you how to do it because you can change putt-putt's color this way. So, if we skip and there's a hole now in the rocks. Let's go, shall we?
Sure is dark in there. I wonder what's inside.
I do too, putt-putt. It's dark.
Hot ziggity, this is great. Hot ziggity. I can't wait to get going to the circus. We better get going. I can't wait to get going to the circus. I can't wait to get going to the circus.
It's just so silly.
Hot ziggity. We better get going.
Yeah, we better get going,
That
putt-putt.
won't do me any good there.
I'd like to see if I can add a reverb effect to his voice in this room, and actually any sound that plays. I think effects are possible in ScummJS. I just haven't quite figured it out yet. I don't know if I will add it if I do figure it out. Just because, like I said, it's almost the end of ScummJS. So the end of my programming life with it, because I'm gonna move over to fully move over to Unity soon. If you keep tabs on me on Twitter and Facebook, I've actually posted a photo already of me messing around with Unity a little bit more. So yeah, again, that's why this video is titled "It's Almost Time to Say Goodbye," because it is almost time to say goodbye to ScummJS and pass it along to the public and see if they want to do anything with it. Anyways, let's change putt-putt's color here. Oh, I love green. That's a good choice first, but
Sure is
I want to show you some of the other colors. Yellow.
Sure is.
Yellow again. Blue. Blue's a good color. I don't know if this is putt-putt's actual blue color, but I like this color blue.
I'm not sure this is the right way to Apple Valley.
Alright. Actually, let's,
Hi! I'm Pajama Sam!
Yeah.
I wonder where I am exactly.
That's a
I
good
don't want to
question,
get
Sam.
into trouble.
I wonder where he is. Alright, let's give the goat a bush. And there are talkie files for this too, but like I said, I just didn't copy it over to this project. But we can click on putt-putt here just
a
to
demo.
listen to him actually speak
That's
with
my
audio.
gas gauge.
So.
That's my gas gauge. That's my gas
Pretty cool, right?
gauge.
And we'll go ahead and pause that. We'll bring up the title screen again here for everybody to look at. Give you some music to listen to while I load up our next tech demo to look back and talk over. Even though this one, after ScummJS, was built up a lot more, this one was built after, so there's not really much to talk about and look back on, but there are some things. So, is there anything else major I want to say about the Joins the Circus tech demo? I talked about some of the major things, like how lip sync didn't work in the Flash one. Talked about the Flash one, actually. Showed some of the only remaining things from that. Oh, give me 1 second, I'm sorry. That's definitely one of the annoying things of doing things live, is you get wonderful interruptions, distractions. That's the words I was looking for. Anyways, no, I don't think there's anything else big that I want to talk about inside that original demo there. I mean, if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'd be more than happy to answer them. But let's look at the Freddy Fish tech demo.
I'm Freddy Fish, and I'm her friend Luther.
I used to be able to do a Luther impression. I can't now. some bubbles.
I don't think I need that right. It's an orange safety cone. I wouldn't want to hurt Luther. He's my friend.
Yikes. Let's not do that again.
Freddy, why can't a carrot marry a kumquat? Why? Cantaloupe. It's a rock hop a day under the sea. Freddy, will we still be friends?
And we'll take a look at the menu here quickly. You can shut off the music, listen to all that, turn off the text.
It's a rock hop. It looks like we.
And we'll just turn the music back on.
It looks like we can't go that way in the demo.
Click on some click points here. This one is definitely a more polished up one, more polished tech demo, especially since there's only one room. But it doesn't really show off everything that you can do with the engine, because it is only one room. But I mean, it also does a really good job at showing off things like Create.js. Like this is just a sprite sheet. The bubbles are sprite sheets. There's no reason for them to be a costume. I made a simple costume class, but there's just really no reason for them to be a costume. It just takes up more computing power and RAM because I'm not a good programmer, so they have a bunch of data that they just don't need, so they're just sprite sheets actually being added onto the stage. Create.js is good for that. But Freddy and Luther are still actors in costumes, and these bubbles are too. Just the way that I have them set up, it's easier for them to be costumes. This seaweed and the bubbles, there's no point for them being costumes because literally in the sprite sheet, the seaweed just loops back and forth. That's it. Just load it up in Create.js and put it on the stage. It works exactly the same.
We can't go that way in the demo. We can't go that way in the demo. Hey, Freddy, let's go that way. We'll have to wait until the real game to go there. It's a rock hop a day under the sea.
And like I said, they were originally actors in costumes. And then I made a simple costume class, and I just decided it wasn't necessary. So
Luther, we're little fish
looking
in the
back
big
on those
city.
things, like you just understand like
we have one purple steer.
the progression of it. So
that won't help.
Oh, sorry, I meant to click Luther there. I clicked a little
Thanks
off
for the
of
urchin,
him.
but no
thanks.
That
Click
won't
that,
help.
and look at that. The bubble updated with 2. Pretty cool, right? And my mouse died again. Hold on. Sorry. Take this battery out, put it back in, and we're just going to use it to its death, and then I'll go and get another battery here after the stream. Unless it completely dies, which I think it just did. So, and I dropped the battery, I'm sorry. So here's what I'm going to do. I am gonna see how much life is left in this battery, and I'm gonna mute my microphone and go grab another one. So if you just bear with me a second here. Not much life is left. I think I used it up. Don't know how to control OBS with a keyboard, but I can try. Oh, here we go. Shoot. Tab, tab, tab. Gotta keep tabbing. Okay, It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to, so let me just unplug my mic quickly, and I'll be right back, okay? I gotta go get a battery. Sorry, everybody. Oh, sorry. Actually, it must be really loud. Just dropping it there. Okay. Put this back on. This is the lapel mic. And welcome back. We got a battery now. Hot ziggity. Let's go. Alright, so where we left off in the Freddy Fish demo. Shall we? Okay, what is going on with this mouse? The battery was dead, but now it's not straight up not working. Did I break it? Oh no, the light's green. We'll see what's going on here.
But no thanks.
But it's possible I broke it.
Thanks for the urchin.
Which sucks
but
because
no
I actually
thanks.
like this mouse. Logitech mice are really nice. Oh, I dropped the mic. I didn't clip it on properly. Okie dokie. Let me just make sure you can still hear me. All fine and dandy, actually. Test, 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 test. Yeah. Alright, that's pretty good. Test, 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 test. Testy, test. Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. I'm actually going to turn myself up a little. If I get too loud, just tell me to turn myself down. I'm going to be talking pretty quietly, so I'm going to turn that up. Anyways. How long have we been streaming? Oh my god, we've been streaming for half an hour already. Holy moly. Alright, I want to make this quick. I don't want to be streaming for too long. This is just a look back at memory lane here.
I don't think I need an urchin right now.
Freddy doesn't need an urchin.
More purple sea urchin. Thanks for the urchin, but no thanks.
And just things like that is just simple JavaScript, and I love it so much. Well, not simple JavaScript. Well, I mean, it is simple JavaScript, but simple Create.js and JavaScript mixed together.
I don't think I need that right now.
Just like checking how many things are in an array.
Thanks for the
and
urchin,
then
but no thanks.
Turning assets on and off again. Checking an array, like if we click on this urchin again,
I need an urchin right
we're checking the inventory array to see if this inventory ID of the 4 urchins are in Freddy's inventory, and if it is, we don't pick up any more urchins. Just, things like that are just really, really cool, and that's what gets my gears going when it comes to programming. Anyways, we'll click on one more click point here, and then we'll end out the Freddy Fish tech
We
demo.
should get swimming. There's
back.
so much to do here. I don't know where to go first.
Neither do I, Luther. Neither do I. And a little restart pop-up will pop up there asking if we want to restart, and we don't. We'll just press pause, and then I'm going to show you the title screen one more time here while I get up our next retrospective. Retrospective, is that the right word? Our look back of everything we've done with Create.js and ScummJS here. So now we're loading up the third tech demo, which is Pep's birthday surprise. And I wasn't planning on doing this in ScummJS, but I wanted to see, because I made a Pep's birthday surprise demo a long time ago, and it wasn't that good. I mean, there were things in there that I was hyping up, and it just, I don't know why I was hyping it up. I mean, at the time, it was really, really cool, but compared to this, man, I seemed like an idiot. Just like hyping it up like it was the most coolest thing in the world, and it just wasn't. That Pep's birthday surprise demo was pretty lame. For some reason, there was something wrong with my cursors. I just think I had too many display objects on the stage at once. It wasn't. I think the way it worked was the game was in a movie clip, and each room was a frame on that movie clip's timeline, so it was nested movie clips, and every room was a frame. And I can't remember if putt-putt was a nested movie clip as well. I think he was, and I was checking what the last room was that you came from, and I just, oh boy, I was hyping that up, and it wasn't that cool. I think that video is on YouTube, so if anyone wants to check that out. be my guest, because I was hyping that up for no reason. It was the most silliest thing in the world. I look back on that, and I'm like, there were some really cool things I did in it, but it was just a silly project. And I was hyping it up more than it needed to be hyped up. And actually, I'm trying not to do that with ScummJS, but like at the same time, how can I not? It is pretty slick. The question came up again that what does it mean almost time to say goodbye to in the title here? That's referring to, yeah, the production of ScummJS, my production of it. I've come to a point where, you know, it's pretty much usable, and it's ready to be sent out to the public, see if anybody else wants to use it, or see if any more smarter people than I wants to rework it, because there's lots of issues in the back end. But yeah, no, it's almost time to say goodbye to ScummJS, referring to me working on it. If you follow me on Twitter or Facebook, you'll see that I've actually started working in Unity, which that's what we're going to be streaming here soon. I just haven't had much time at home to actually work on it. There's parts of me that still have passion for ScummJS, and then since I wrote it, I know how it works compared to learning something completely new that just kind of degrades my feeling of it, my vision of it. But I am learning Unity, and we're going to be doing Adventure Creator Studio in it, and we're going to be doing that together once I start getting the basic understandings of it. A lot of it's C# compilable, so I do know C#. It's a very good syntax. That's pretty good. But things like just getting an object underneath your cursor. Speaking about cursor, why did my cursor just come into frame? An object. Oh, that's weird. Shouldn't be able to see my cursor. That's scary. Anyways, yeah, so just something as simple as getting something underneath your cursor is extremely hard and annoying in Unity, because it's a 3D engine and you have to work with 3D items. I don't like 3D engines. 3D engines scare me. Even Blender scares me. And people say it's really easy to use. And it's just things like that where, like in Create.js, all you need to do is either run a hit test, which can use up a lot of memory and CPU power, but when using it quickly and properly, a hit test is really good. And you should use hit areas for most things over just a normal hit test, or using their more speedy games under point, which I didn't know existed. I thought you had to use hit tests. That's something else right there in ScummJS that was an upgrade to getting if the cursor is over a hotspot or not, a click point, a sprite, anything that interacts with the cursor. That was definitely an upgrade, but it's things like that scare me in Unity, because Unity, you need like a ray caster, and you got to do all this math and things that just aren't simple as saying display object 1, hit test display object 2, or a set of points of x and y points, or in create.js's scope, getting the display object under the current point, which are 2 points would be the x and y of the mouse. It's just things like that that confuse me. And then Adventure Creator Studio actually uses they actually use something that's I'm gonna change my title. Oh my god, I'm gonna change my title. It's almost time to say goodbye. It's almost time to say goodbye to the code. There. It's a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but it's almost time to say goodbye to the code. What was I saying? So Adventure Creator Studio is also this code block system. And I hate code blocks because it's always built to what the original programmer wanted it to do, and it's hard to make modifications to it without having to go in, and in the case of Unity, going into the C# code and then having to wait for the compiler to compile everything again. And I'm running into that issue with Adventure Creator Studio where I want the game to do a certain thing, and their documentation on it isn't great either. Their documentation on it isn't great either, which bugs the living nightmare out of me, because they have a way of using separate layers for a head, which is going to be very useful when I start making a putt-putt player inside of Unity. But there's no documentation on it whatsoever. There's no videos explaining how to do it. And I threw it into the game. Their demo, they thankfully had a demo on it. I threw it into the game, and it broke my hotspots. And I don't know how to fix them, because I didn't write any of the code, and the code was written for code blocks. I hate code blocks. I really do. So that's another thing holding me back on. I don't want to show Unity yet, because there's a lot of big roadblocks. We're not playing Roblox. I don't have time for that tonight. Starting to get really late. I don't even have time for this, but I'm rambling. So yeah, that's why I haven't shown off Unity yet, just because my personal schedule hasn't given me enough time to fully understand it, see how I can make the code work for how I want it to. It's just not enough documentation and whatnot. So that's why we haven't switched over to live streaming Unity yet. And yes, ScummJS is a humongous inspired programming style built off of Create.js and JavaScript. So it uses a lot of the same verbal wording as Scum did like actors and costumes and talkies and things like that. So yeah, it's a programming style based off of Humongous Entertainment's Scum engine, and yeah, so that's what that is. Enough rambling. Let's check out the third tech demo, which is a Pep's Birthday Surprise demo, since the game never got a proper one. Oh! This isn't it. Hold on. Let me switch back here. I loaded up the wrong game. I am so sorry. We did all that talking for nothing. Well, no, not for nothing. We did all that waiting for nothing. That was the wrong game. Yeah. So if you don't know, Pep's Birthday Surprise didn't get a demo. I made a Flash version of it. I hyped up that Flash version way too much. This one's a lot cooler. And if you're a keen listener, you may actually hear that this intro is much higher quality than the one in game. I'll talk about that here in a second.
I'm Putt-putt. We're getting ready for Pep's big birthday surprise. I can't share all of our secrets through the party yet, so let's just head over to Mr. Kibble's feed store to get Pep a present. Hot ziggity, let's go!
Yeah, so that intro was a lot higher quality, thanks to, in part, of George Sanger releasing all of his music he did for Humongous Entertainment. Go support George Sanger on his SoundCloud page. Make sure to buy his music. Give him a like. Not a like, you do that on YouTube. Give him a shout out on Twitter once you bought his music, and tell him how much you love it. He's a good guy. He's a great Humongous team member. So yeah, go buy his music on Bandcamp. I don't think I said Bandcamp, but go buy his music. So I also wanted to use the original voice in Pep's Birthday Surprise, but there were certain lines that needed to be recorded for a demo, so I just went ahead and voiced Putt-putt, which that might annoy some people, but it's cool. Okay, anyways, let's play this tech demo. This tech demo is actually a lot more polished than the Joins the Circus one, even though it has a lot less features. You'll see that in a second here, but let's just click on some things.
Making a cake anytime soon? Well, if you're out of flour or sugar, Baldini's is the place for you.
And that's another thing. When I made the Pep's Birthday Surprise Flash demo, it was things like the radio. Like, the radio, you couldn't skip it. You couldn't skip it at all, other than changing rooms. If you don't want to, if you clicked on the radio and you don't want to listen to it speak, you can. Well, Pep's Birthday Surprise, the actual game, you can't press skip dialogue. They treated it as a sound effect, but you can use the period key to skip dialogue, and you can also click on the room to have the radio stop talking. You can click on the room. The room. Isn't that cool? The room. Okay. Let's click on some more things.
Cartown's best. Cartown's best. The world's biggest ball of string. The world's big... Cartown Radio.
This tech demo is used for educational purposes only. All art used is owned by their respected owners.
Gotta throw that in there too, because... copyright.
Cartown was recently sold to a new owner. Please do not come after us for using your intellectual properties.
I am such a
That's my gas
person.
gauge. That's my gas gauge. That's my gas gauge.
That will eventually have the animation too, but Putt-putt will say it's his gas gauge too, because I never understood why they took that out of Pep's birthday surprise, but it will have the animation eventually. As you can see here, when we click on the speed pedometer, not all the animations are put in place, because I don't know if I'm going to finish this in the Create.js or not. Anyways, just let's click on some things here.
Pep's bowl is empty. I should go get my present from the feed store. Pep's bowl is empty. My present for Pep will be some new puppy food. My present for Pep's bowl is empty. My present for Pep will be Pep's bowl is my present for Pep will be some new puppy food. Pep's bowl is empty. I should go get him some puppy food.
Alright, let's just go get some puppy food.
I love the feel of the road underneath my tires. Pep's bowl is empty. I should go get him some puppy food. Poor Pep never had a birthday party before. Hopefully my present will make him feel better.
Let's go get Pep a present, shall we?
That's Mr. Kibble. I wonder if he's busy.
Ooh, I'm the voice of putt-putt.
Since this is a demo, we shouldn't go that way. I can't go there yet. Pep's bowl is empty. That's Mr. Kibble. I wonder if he's busy. Pep's bowl, or Pep. I love the feel of the Pep's. That's Miss or I love the.
We'll go back here and we'll just click on putt-putt some more.
Road
Ooh,
trip.
no I is putt-putt.
I can't wait to give Pep his present.
Oh no, I want to hear more putt-putt lines.
Road trip. I love the feel of the road. Or Pep road trip.
Okay, that's all of them
my gas
anyways.
gauge. That's my gas gauge. That's my gas gauge.
I just like seeing Puppet Saves the Zoo costumes lip synced. Alright,
Howdy, putt-putt.
I'm gonna use a debug feature and actually change the music here. Just because I've listened to this song way too many times. And it's annoying now.
Mr. Kibble, what kinds of puppy food do you have today? It's Pep's birthday, and I'd like to get him something special.
Well, your timing couldn't be better. I just got some new flavors in. Spicy
There's no animations here either. It's gonna be swapped out for the cutscenes in the actual game. So that's why you see no animations, and you'll see their eyes actually go back into their normal stationary eyes, because this isn't how the cutscene's gonna be. They're gonna use the video clips from the actual game and stuff.
Kiwi, peanut butter, and new improved original with lumps. I'd love to get Pep's advice on which flavor he likes best. Is he with you?
He sure is.
Yes,
Hello
he is.
there, Pep. Go ahead and try those new flavors.
I wonder which he'll choose. Will it be spicy taco, kiwi, peanut butter, or new and improved original with lumps?
Let's see which one Pep likes. Kiwi.
Can we get that in a doggy bag?
Certainly. Here you go. On the house.
Thanks a bunch, Mr. Kibble.
My pleasure, putt-putt.
And we pick up the puppy food.
That's Pep's birthday present. That's Pep's birthday present. Since this is a demo...
Oh god, I need to re-record that line. My S's suck.
Road trip. Or Pep never had. Or Pep never. Road trip. Road trip. Or Pep.
I
Road
used
trip.
to have a
I can't wait to give Pep
speech
his
issue.
present.
Speech impediment with my S's. I think I grew out of it. Oh, I wanted to click on putt-putt, but clearly hearing
Since
this
is a demo, we shouldn't go that
maybe
way.
I haven't.
Road trip. I love the feel of the road underneath my tires.
Oh, my voice used to be so annoying. I think it still is every now and then, but God, going back to watch some of my older videos,
Road trip.
my voice is so
I can't
annoying.
wait
I'm so
to give
sorry
Pep
I
his
put you guys
present.
through that for so many
I
years.
wonder if there's anything on the radio. Poor Pep never had a birthday party before. I should head back home to give Pep his present. I can't wait to give Pep his present. I love road trip. That's Pep's birthday present.
Yes, it is. Alright, let's go back to the garage.
I can't use that there. Using that there won't help. That item's not gonna work
I
there.
wasn't over Pep. Oh well, we're not doing
That
it again.
item's not gonna work there. Using that there won't help. I can't use that there.
Alright. The lines are recorded, it's just there's no cutscene. Let's go back over and see if we get a different line from Mr. Kibble.
Hello? Let's see which one Pep liked. Peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Can we get that in a doggy bag?
Certainly. Here you go. On the house.
Thanks a bunch, Mr. Kibble.
My pleasure, Putt-putt.
And we'll warp to room 6. I am such a nerd.
Batman's got a secret.
I've got a secret. I just had to let you know. I've got a secret. It's a place you need to go. It's the party of the century that no one knows about. Simply everyone will be there. Do not let the secret out. And the secret way to act there, and the secret thing to wear, is to look your best and love everybody there. Sometimes I like that song more than Welcome to the Zoo. But both of them are really good songs. Go support George Zanger on Bandcamp. Okay. Now, I have a little surprise for anyone who decided to stay with me for this live stream as we look back on the accomplishments happened in ScummJS. There was a version that I made to retrofitted to act like the classic versions of Humongous Entertainment with Humongous Entertainment games, but Scum itself, back to Maniac Mansion, Day of the Tentacle, the one game that I really like a lot, but I can't finish, and I don't remember the name of it, the treasure one, the Curse of Monkey Island, pirate one, that's it, not treasure. I mean, it has treasure in it, but I like that game. Walk boxes, anyways. Earlier version of Scum, when they had walk boxes. And, privately, I didn't do much with it, but one day I found a pathfinding setup, and I threw it into the original one, and I didn't throw it in properly, but just enough to test if it worked, and it did. And recently, when I was thinking about doing this look back, and I actually wanted to do this look back of ScummJS yesterday. I didn't have time yesterday, sadly. I had a lot of stuff I needed to get done, and actually, I do have one other thing that I need to get done today personally. I forgot to do yesterday. But anyways, I digressed. I was thinking about it when I wanted to do this look back live stream of ScummJS and how far it's come. And literally all day today, I took that original classic mock-up that I did and I rebuilt it. Well, I didn't completely rebuild it. I just updated a lot of the code to work with the new ScummJS engine, because a lot of it was written for the old version, which has since been updated and modified. So calling some of those methods and invoking them just didn't work. And while I was looking at that, I was surprised to see how much has changed and how much stayed the same. Anyways, so this was technically the second game that I did in ScummJS, and I'm going to show it to you now. It's still not perfect, and I don't think it will be, because like I said, it's almost time to sunset my partake in ScummJS, but I cleaned it up a little bit to show it off today, because I wanted to do the look back of the oh god, my voice is still annoying. Cleaned it up a little bit so that we could take a look at it in our look back today, because it was part of ScummJS and I just thought I'd show it off. And you'll see that there are a lot of things that are buggy or don't work, like putt-putt doesn't have talking animations because I never built a sprite sheet for it because I didn't know how far I was going to get in this. And my main goal was to set up walk boxes for the characters, and that was my goal the first time round, and not really getting the costumes to work because that's what the other tech demo is for. But I found the Pathfinder and I wrote it in to ScummJS, and it works pretty freaking well. You saw that putt-putt changes his speed every now and then, and of course that's not properly writing in the Pathfinder. So like I said, the little quirks and bugs like that, like I mentioned earlier, because this was just to see if I could get a Pathfinder. This is just a little bit polished up compared to the other one, but still no talking animations, no driving animations. It's just putt-putt stationary animation there while he's driving, which, I mean, still looks pretty cool. In the so some of the code is actually available on GitHub for people to look at. It's not much, because I was trying to get the methods a little bit more cleaned up. But yeah, it will be released soon now that we're coming to an end with it. Head over to the garage here.
Hot diggity! This is fun!
And that's another thing with actually CreateJS and Unity. I hate how smooth their tweening is done, how they move across the screen, and I haven't figured out a way in ScummJS because I scrapped this classic one very early on in the project, or in Unity, how to make it a lot more hard and choppy like the Scum engine had it. I don't like how smooth it is, it's weird, but I don't know how to change it in CreateJS or in Unity, but it just bugs me how smooth these tweens are. I don't like it. But yeah, so up here, putt-putt actually pathfinds up here. Yeah, so you can, ooh, that's glitchy. I must have clicked outside of the walk box. Let's see if we can do that again. Yeah, I did. So, that's just another glitchy thing. Like, putt-putt will try to find the the engine will try to find the nearest point to where you click to. So you can see putt-putt is moving when I click up here. The game tries to find the nearest point to where you click to, so clicking down here, I guess the nearest point is over here. That's kind of funny. I didn't know that. Anyways, so up here is pathfinding, just hard-coded movement. Because there's no reason to have him pathfind back here. Honestly, there isn't.
It's me, putt-putt. It says to putt-putt. That's me. Hot diggity! Hot diggity! It's me, putt-putt. That's my gas gauge. It says 2 putt-putt. That's me. Great. Let's go.
And that's literally it. Because that's all it needs to be. I wanted to... This tech demo was scratched early on because I couldn't find a Pathfinder that was easy enough to work with of how I had things set up. Because I'm using tweens in CreateJS and using X and Y values to have putt-putt move, and a lot of the Pathfinders I found used a grid situation. I just was not smart enough in math sense or coding to get that actually in there. So recently I found a Pathfinder. Literally all day today I got together to make this more clean to show off today.
Hi, I'm putt-putt.
But you can see that there's still some imperfections, like down here, like click down here and putt-putt just speeds all the way back. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Yeah, but see, you'll click on these and nothing happens because it was scrapped early on. The animations aren't here for it.
It says
But it's still
2
pretty
putt-putt.
cool.
That's me. Hot ziggity. This is fun. Hot zig. Hot. It's me, putt-putt. Great. Let's go.
Alright, yeah. We've been on for an hour. I'm tired. I gotta go finish some things. Anyways, that has been our look back at ScummJS, and I'm gonna leave this up on YouTube for a day to see if anybody wants to come and watch it. Like I do with all the ScummJS streams. The ones that actually show you how to do stuff, I'll make them public again once the code goes completely public. Yeah. So that's it, everybody. Thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure looking back at ScummJS with you guys, and I hope you enjoyed today's live stream, and I hope you enjoyed seeing where we've come from the start of ScummJS to now, and I'm excited to start. What will the UI... so... there isn't really a UI. It's... so what JavaScript is it's all code base. So it's just write code and see what works. And that's the thing with the Unity project I'm working on. It's not write code and see if it works. It's use someone else's code in a code block format and pray that it works to how you want it to work. And I don't like that. I like actually being able to go in, read someone's code, and understand it, which I want to talk a little bit about some of the programming adventures I've been on before. One of the longest ones where I did the most programming in was for a private server of Club Penguin called Alpha Penguin. I was the lead world programmer for their game. I never touched any of their server code, which I really wish I did, because I would have had a better understanding of PHP if I did. Those guys were smart. The owner of Alpha Penguin was smart. His server team was smart. Those guys were smart. But I was the lead world programmer, and being able to go and decompile Club Penguin's code and see how it works and see how a decompiler breaks it and try to make it work again. Now, Flash had the gracefulness of having a GUI to build games, but what we did in Alpha Penguin was we eventually stopped using the GUI system, like what Club Penguin eventually stopped doing, to put their graphics onto the stage, to interact with their graphics on stage. Most of the times, what we did for Alpha Penguin was, if we had like an interface item, we would put the main interface item onto the stage and then open up an external code file and have that handle everything, instead of pressing F9 inside the nested movie clips and working in the code there. That helped out with scoping too. It made general scoping easier and calling the code a lot easier. And that's sort of like what we're doing here with ScummJS. Honestly, a more direct comparison to how ScummJS works is really how Scum worked. You made art in a separate program, and you exported that, and you compiled it, and you wrote code to make the art work. Flash wasn't necessarily like that. I know I'm ranting a little bit here, but the UI is up to the user. I use Adobe Flash CS6 to create the sprite sheets. You can also make sprite sheets in Photoshop. I think you can make sprite sheets in Blender. Adobe Animate CC has sprite sheet generation that is miles times better than what's in Flash CS6. But for the amount of work I'm doing for the tech demos, CS6 is enough. I'm using CS6 to do the animations, and then using a program called Zoe to generate a sprite sheet. And there are other programs to make sprite sheets too. Rocket Snail, Lance Preeb, uses a piece of software that makes sprite sheets not only for Create.js, but for Pixie and Unity, actually. And there's different, it's up to the user for what they want to use, because the way ScummJS works is it's all code, and you'll be able to see that in past live streams, and some of them are unlisted. So if you find unlisted. So if you find the links for them, you can go back and actually watch them and see how the code works. So it's the UI that you choose to use. I use Flash CS6 to create animations. I use Zoe to generate the sprite sheets. And actually, you know what? I'm going to show you something. I'll show you something here right now, actually. Oh, Firefox is... Right. Okay, hold on a second. I'll show you something right here. There's only one piece of software. Oh my god, Firefox is not running still. There's only one piece of software that I actually wrote for ScummJS because I couldn't find anything else that could do what I needed it to do. And oh boy, is this thing buggy, ugly, and definitely an in-house tool. And it's stylized off of in-house tool from Humongous Entertainment. So I don't think I'm gonna get in trouble for showing it because it's my own custom thing. But like, there's also secret assets. Oh, I loaded in the game. Oh, shoot. No. There's super secret assets that only Humongous Entertainment team members saw, and then there's also assets from Audacity. But yeah. So let me show you this. There's only literally so let me show you my desktop here. You get to see OBS. Hi, OBS. And this is the only piece of software that I wrote for ScummJS, because, like I said, I couldn't find any tool to actually do what I need it to. And what this tool does is it lets me select sections of the audio, give it lip sync data, and lets me select parts of the audio for music, because the way that Create.js, they have a system for where you can have portion IDs inside of a long audio file, sort of like how Humongous Entertainment did it. They had the big music file, and then they had IDs locating where the music data exists in the HE4. So it's things like that. But this is the only piece of software that I made for ScummJS because I was really annoyed. And the music thing was added in after because I was using Audacity to get the information of how long the song was when it started. But I just got really annoyed of how Audacity presented me with the data. So I built it into this tool called Banger, which was originally created to give token IDs to the talkie files.
Let's go!
So that you can lip sync stuff. Let me switch back over to the title screen quickly because I have to reload this. I have to load it in a certain way to get what I needed to do. But let me pull up OBS again. Nope. Here you go. And we'll look at Firefox together here. The main purpose was to make tokens for the costumes. So, I mean, this was the only piece of software that I made because there was nothing out there to lip sync audio. And the way that I made lip syncing in ScummJS, which personally, lip syncing a custom game, especially when you're the only person making it, is a lot of work. And if someone out there decides to make a game with ScummJS, you're probably not going to add lip syncing. And you really shouldn't because it's a daunting task. You can see in those tech demos there was very little lip syncing, but there was stuff in there to show it off. But it's the only piece of software that I made, and that's the only thing that has like a special UI. I do need an anti-scam bot, honestly, I do. And kind of like the last two Junior Adventures released in 2003, if you're referring to Pep's Birthday Surprise and Life is Rough When You Lose Your Stuff, those games did have lip sync. But I think they were using I don't think there was either enough lip sync data inside the lip syncing files, or the engine couldn't keep up with the lip syncing, or 3, they use a third-party software to actually auto lip sync stuff. And yeah, anyways, I lost my train of thought here. Anyways, so other than that one piece of software that was written for ScummJS, the UI is just up to the person who uses it, honestly. Because it's just code. All it is. And that's what I like. And I feel like just coding is like the easiest thing to do. And like I said, that's why I'm struggling with Unity. So, I digressed way too much. I am starting to get a headache because I've been talking for way too long. I have to go finish my laundry. Yay. Living alone, all that fun stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna go finish my laundry. And then I have to eat dinner and then go to bed. So, I thank you so much for watching. If anyone has any questions, you know where to find me. Don't hesitate to ask. If I don't get back to you, it's because I'm busy. But I appreciate everything. So, thank you so much for watching. And I hope you all have a great night. I will talk to you later. If this stream has an outro, enjoy the outro. Later, guys.